Hello team, welcome to the Docker for DevOps training, and this lecture is all about the assignment. So today I'm providing you assignment to manage multiple containers in a Docker. So let's see what you need to do. So this is an assignment for you. Till now we have discussed a few things about the containers. We have discussed how we can run the containers, how we can stop the containers, how we can rename the containers, and many more things about the containers which is required as a basic knowledge. So today I'm posting this particular assignment for you so that you guys can do some homework and can do some hands-on on the Docker stuff. So very first, please list down these two links, docs.docker.com and dash dash help command. They will be very helpful when you are stuck in anything on a Docker. Docs.docker.com is a document for the Docker, which is an open source and community version, right? So anyone can put some information on that particular website and which is always up to date. So if you are stuck in some commands with the Docker, if you want some kind of knowledge about the Docker, then docs.docker.com is a very helpful resource to learn about the Docker and learn about the new things of new versions in a Docker. Dash dash help command will list down all the commands which is available with the Docker. So let's see. So right now I am on docs.docker.com, right? And over here I'm getting a lot of things, right? A complete documentation, a complete open source, and a lot of documentation is available on docs.docker.com. So it's your turn to explore this particular docs and learn what is required for you, right? So once I will go for the docs, so I will get a lot of information like how can I get the Docker, how can I start, and very helpful information over here, right? Over here we have the product manuals, right? We have Docker Cloud and the complete product manual, right? We have the references, we have the samples. So there is a lot of thing available on this particular website for a beginner and the Docker. I always sometime refer this website when I want to learn some new things about the Docker on which I don't have still hands-on, right? Now open the terminal, or let me found if I have already. Yes, so you can see I'm inside my Docker machine. If I will execute the command docker version, then this will return me the Docker version installed on my machine. So docker space dash dash help, this is a very helpful command, right? This will list down all the commands and manage commands which is available with the Docker. So if you want to learn a new command, if you want to try some new commands, then you can go through the help and learn about that command. And with every command, it has a very short description of this particular command. So you can Google about this command, you can try these commands. So basically docs.docker.com and Docker help are very helpful resource if you're learning the technology, Docker technology, right? Now let's see what we have an assignment for you guys. So we need to run multiple containers, right? So I want you would run nginx container, mysql container, and Apache server on your Docker, right? We are not going to set up a fully functional application till we just want to run these three containers on your Docker machine, right? So before going to start with these containers, there are some guidelines which you need to follow in this particular assignment. First, I would like to you that you will run all the containers in the background. Also, provide a specific or unique name of all the containers which you are running. You should start the nginx on port 80 on host machine and port 80 on container. You should start Apache server on port 8080 on your host machine and on port 80 on your container. So if you have question, then we are running port 80 start for nginx as well, and we are running port 80 for Apache server as well. So here you should notice that the right hand port is basically the container port, and every container is an a atomic, or you can say is an individual process. So these process can have the duplicate ports, right? Because the container A is not related to the container B. So nginx is running in a container A and Apache server is running in a container B. And you need to start MySQL on port 3306 on your host machine and 3306 on your container. So these are the things we need to carry when we are doing this particular assignment. There are a few more things which we need to carry when we are doing this particular assignments. So these are the things which you need to carry when you are doing this particular assignment, right? So basically, when you will start a MySQL container, it will ask you to provide, there's an option to provide the environment variable at the time of start of the container, right? So you need to use hyphen hyphen env command to pass the environment variable. And I want you would pass the environment variable MySQL underscore random underscore report root underscore password equals to yes. So it will generate a random password for you to log in into your MySQL containers, right? So basically, this is a very common way of the containers. Sometimes we need to pass the environment variables to the containers. So with the help of hyphen hyphen env or hyphen e command, you can pass the environment variables to your containers. And all the containers can have the different sets of environment variable for the testing environment, for the production environment, and for the deployment environment. Then you need to use docker container log command on MySQL container to find out the random password after you started the MySQL container, right? And in last, clean all the containers after this assignment is done. So this is the assignment for you. You need to manage these multiple containers in this particular assignment. So in the next lecture, I will post the solution of this particular assignment, but I would highly recommend you that you should done it by yourself without any help from the next lecture. I will post the solution in the next lecture. Thank you guys. Thanks for your time.